Connor McDavid is coming off yet another season of absolute dominance, leading the league with 105 points in 56 fucking games. The man can skate like the wind, has the hands of a god, and has an easier time scoring on unwilling opponents than Bill Cosby did in the 80s. His best skill, however, is his ability to somehow keep a clean reputation while being kind of a dirty fuck. You see, McDavid has done a lot of dirty shit, but no one seems to notice. His suspension record is almost as barren as his playoff record. In this video, we bring forth 3 pieces of evidence that prove that McJesus is actually McDirty. The first incident we'll take a look at is this hit from behind on Stars player Johnny Oduya. At first, it seems like a normal play. McDavid is just applying pressure on the forecheck, and then BAM! He pushes Oduya directly from behind, straight into the boards. McDavid unleashes his rage like a man who's been told his wife went to Canada's Wonderland and then jerked off some guy on Top Gun. The question is though, is it dirty? Well, we think so. But don't take our word for it. Take a look at these very similar plays where both players were suspended for multiple games. All 3 of these hits share the same thing, a player getting pushed from behind into the boards. And yet, only 2 of the offending players got suspended. McDavid deserved to be suspended for this one, and it's certainly a dirty hit. The next incident we'll be looking at is this elbow on Habs forward Jesperi Kotkaniemi. After turning over the puck, McDavid skates back up the ice and absolutely creams Kotkaniemi with this nasty elbow. McDavid got a 2-minute minor and a 5K fine on the play, which, by the way, is 0.0004% of his current yearly salary. So the equivalent of a parking ticket for all us plebs out there. Again, the question is it dirty? And again, we believe the answer is yes. However, the NHL didn't seem to think so, as they only hit McDavid with a 5K fine. But as most hockey fans know, the NHL loves to contradict itself. These 2 elbows by Marchand and McCarron are very similar to the McDavid elbow. And both Marchand and McCarron ended up getting suspended for multiple games. Is Connor McDavid maybe getting some preferential treatment from the NHL? We don't know. We'll let you be the judge. The final incident we'll be analyzing is this headshot on New York Islanders D-man Nick Leddy. This hit is pretty cut and dry. It's dirty. It's an east-west headshot, the exact hit the NHL wants out of the game. And you know what? The NHL actually got it right on this one, and suspended McDavid for 2 games. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just take a moment and applaud the NHL. It's not very often they get things right, so when they do, we should cherish the moment. Here are 2 clips to reinforce that the NHL made the correct decision. Both are basically the same play as the McDavid hit, and both players got suspended for 2 games. Consistency. Overall, it's pretty clear to see that McDavid's cheap shots are like the redheaded stepchild that the DOPS refuses to acknowledge. It's understandable that the league doesn't want to tarnish the image of its poster boy, but all we're asking for is a little consistency. We don't blame Connor either. The guy has won 3 times as many Art Ross trophies as he has playoff series. Of course he's frustrated. We just wanted to prove that no one is perfect, as even McJesus can get a little bit dirty.